your undercover sister, Suze. I mean, I'm really public. I'm not trying to hide who I am. But it's been a wild day, and I just thought that I'd document it. You know me. I love to document stuff. Did I ever mention I was supposed to be a secretary? And that my grandpa, Addison Vernon Mitchell, wrote the Custer Combateer in World War II. He was a decoder. He was a secretary to the highest generals in fancy pants over there in Italy. And, yeah, I got his journals. So, today, I shared something that I thought was pretty interesting. Let me turn the camera around. Okay. So, I shared this with my buddy Ladija. Can I tag her? Let's go ahead and tag some friends, see what happens. I mean, what do I know? I don't usually go through all this, but it'd be nice to have a few friends here. I mean, I get by with a little help from my friends. I know that. That's for sure. Now, this isn't the nicest subject in the world, but I have to do what I have to do, which I can't really say is something that everybody would want to do, because it's not nice. And I mean, I'm a nice girl, which is why I have to do some dirty work along the way. What's that song? I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Oh yeah. I don't want to do your dirty work no more. I was really struck by all these things when I first came online. And you know, that's almost been 4 years ago. I was really a pretty innocent kind of chicky baby, you know what I mean? That's not the story that's out there, but you see now why they had to bury me. If you just give me a minute, I will make it very obvious. Which I think I do a decent job of. I try to make it obvious for everybody. I mean, I bring facts, figures, and statistics, and this is just such a weird-ass story. So, once upon a time in computer land, I got really alarmed when I saw that babies can have Facebook pages. I said, hey, now I'm not really sure about the rules that's going on here, but I'm seeing some things I don't like. And then, of course, we're seeing some crazy things all in the middle. And it just kept building and building like a bad nightmare, right? Well, fortunately today, someone shared a list. I guess I should stop with that now because I don't even know how many people I've tagged, and why can't I get it to come down? Hey, Leslie. And hi, Dan. So let's go ahead and get cracking. Now, earlier on today, someone shared a list, and I'm going to put it right up here so you can see it. docsgoogle.com. Hi, Carrie. And this is notable human trafficking arrest thread, and it's huge. Now, let me click on it. I don't want to lose this. So, real quick, I want you to look very carefully. I want you to observe the left-hand side of the page. And hey, you guys know I'm computer illiterate. Somehow, I went to my photos. I was trying to find this photo here for my friend Ladija, okay? Well, then I saw, hey, look, there's all these folders. And I mean, I know I worked on it, but you just don't even know how many pictures I have. So, let me roll this.
Oh my gosh.
So you can get what I'm stepping in. You see? You see? Keep seeing now. Because it's not nice. The less I say, the better, right? Because I'm a big one. At what age was the first time? Look at this little baby. Anybody ever seen any action like this? Ain't that something? Now, of course, you know, it's all about the party and the movie star rock and roll lifestyle. And so now here's these people over there in Nigeria that really, really, really wish, I mean seriously, wish that they had some shoes of their own. But they get kind of tricked, you see. So the next thing you know, you got lots of monkey business again. Okay? Here's a baby with an energy drink. And that's lovely because, see, the more you get them all squirreled out, I guess the easier it is. But he had one friend on his page when he asked me for my friendship. And it was somebody that's this color. And so what I did is I went on a little journey, you see, and I tracked that person. Do you see what I'm pointing at right here? Okay. So he is friends, Medicine Bear, my fine friend. I just saw your message come up. You can see I'm in the middle of something. And what we're doing here is we're talking about this list that is this list right here, right? And so my friend Ladija shared it. And I wanted to send her a picture of this dude, right? But in the meantime, poof, I found my fucking files, dude. Can you believe it? Because you don't know, or I know that you know that I don't know my ass from a hole in the ground on this computer. Everything has been done in a very unique way, which I'm sure everybody should figure out sometime before 2019, I would hope. I just wanted to go down these pictures, though. Hey, and I got a question for all y'all, and I am not trying to be mean. I am so not trying to be mean. I'm asking a question, okay? I'm just asking a question. So let me zoom in on this. Do you see it? I'd say it's about 1.5 inches. Now, what I would also say is that would be, I'll cut your pizza for you. I want to say it's a male hairline. And I mean, I know some women don't shave their legs, but you got to realize that is not my reality. But what I wanted to know, hey, good, I'm excited too, because you know, our mutual friend Medicine Bear was telling me he was going to reach out to me. I never get to talk to him, but let's just focus. And I want to know if anybody knows. Wait. All right. I am on. Oh shit. How do we do this, man? I am so flippin' confused how to do this. Did I mention? You know, I don't even know where my damn files are. Hey, Cousin Mike. Alright, now, how am I going to do this? I want to go, I mean, you know I'm live right now, so how do I pull you in? Is that what we're doing?
He's saying let me into your show.
Hey, my friend Bill Russell. God love you. Hi.
He was a trained assassin in the military.
I do. I know you can hear me, Medicine Bear. I am freaking you know what? We're all so angry. But just focus on the good times ahead. And even though they may seem short-lived, they're going to go on forever. So I know you're angry, and I cry a lot, but, let's do this, and I'm still not quite sure how to patch you in now. I'm gonna play around, okay? Hang on a second. So if I go over here, and I hit this thingamabob, oh, fuck. I just lost my daggum pictures. Good thing I showed you guys. Start a video chat. Well, how in the world do I do this? I want to click on it. I did click on it. Hey, look it. Check this out. Hey, Medicine Bear, can you hear me calling you, or is this all a figment of my imagination? I don't know what I'm doing on the computer. Lord have mercy. Alright, so that's not the right way to do it. Okay. I did something that wasn't the right way. I should have done it. Okay, so let's go look at this. Let's just focus on our work, shall we? Now, what they're doing is using a spreadsheet, and it says, to those who have been utilizing the spreadsheet for their website/articles, it would be greatly appreciated if you would credit the work accordingly. To those who have asked and given credit, thank you. May God bless all of you. I mean, okay, so Medicine Bear. I'm trying to not say a lot of words. I'm trying to be cool, man. But this is about all the trafficking and the exploitation and a lot of dirty deals, you know, done dirt cheap, man, but it's way worse than that. So what I was doing was showing those pictures, okay? Oh, if I can, see, I can't hear you, but I'm reading your chat. I did try to call you on that fucking messenger phone thing, but you weren't home right then. We should do this, whatever we're gonna do. I've just got one haircut at 5:15, and I'm done for the night. It's 4:16 right now. You want me to try again? Alright. So look, though, seriously, I got this square dude coming at 5. So if we're gonna get into anything deep, we want to do it after the square comes. Next door, believe it or not, is a foreclosed property, 2-foot-high grass, owned by 2 dirty SOBs that worked for Ferguson, that Ferguson helped him escape. You know, we get into all the Soros stuff and DOJ and all sorts of shit. But in the meantime, one of the old, what do you call them, fucking councilmen is coming to the crib to get his hair cut, right? I am so blessed to have your friendship. You know, we've never really, even got to talk in real life yet. Everybody gets about 2 months with me, and then they blow dodge, either they're scared of me, or they gotta let somebody else have a turn. I don't know what the fuck. But let's document this, and then I'll zip back to the page, and then I'll call you on the phone, and, maybe we can hang out tonight, man, and get to know each other and have a rockin' live stream with our old buddy. Hey, hi. Yeah, we definitely... No, I got something very important going on. I don't mean to blow you off. Okay, hang on. So let me run this list, and let's just look how long it is. We're gonna see some dates. I don't do Skype, man. They say it's dangerous. I got Zoom, and I got that phone thing. Watch. Alright, look, wait.
Surprise,
hang on, dude. Hang on. Everybody hang on. Okay, look what kind of list we're working here with, my friend. It goes on and on. I haven't even looked at it yet. I just got up and going because I gotta try to be normal and do hair and make a buck because, you know, they're trying to kill me. Link. Okay, link. Can we do this after I do the haircut? Do we have to do it right now? What are we doing, Medicine Bear? Do I only get 42 minutes of your precious time? And I'd really like to get that damn haircut done. Hang on, I'm gonna call you on the phone. Okay, Now look, we're down at the list. Totals. 9,673. The number rescued is 4,119. So I think what we're doing is we're trying to bring this number up. 9,673 are the arrested. Oh, fuck. Look at this dude. Country. What country is it coming from? Alright. Hang on. Why isn't my list rolling up? Okay. Alright. Let's roll this. I know what I'm doing on Friday night. I'm hanging out with my friend. Look at that. Is it all the United States, or am I nuttier than a fucking fruitcake? See, now, you remember, my friends, my nutty ass was trapped in that CCN, the Conscious Consumer Network, which is where this all leaked out of, going back to 2016. Oh, I know.
So I guess
And
most
hey,
of it's going on in African countries?
Wait till you figure out who my kin
I
is.
meant the numbers. The numbers are big in like Brazil.
So you see that basically we got one Thailand, we got one US Mexico, we got various, we got Germany, we got Nepal. Yes, I do know. And I find it noble and courageous, and your heart's intact. And, I mean, what else can you say, but fucking amazing. Well, I know you know how to battle spirits, so I don't worry for you. I worry more for the schmucks that don't know what's up.
So you can read it for yourself.
Got India, Canada, Australia, Spain, Taiwan, Italy, Nigeria. Hey, we were looking at the pictures from Nigeria. Son of a gun. The UK, of course, that was the first story that came out of UK back in CCN with fucking Mel V and Biggie Blowhole, right? They've been on the down low down, hiding out the whole year of 2018. Oh yeah, I don't know if you know it, Medicine Bear, but they were gonna sacrifice me. I'm the little orange pumpkin with no fucking face, believe it or not. I know, it's funny, isn't it? Okay, they didn't know. And I always warn people, don't fuck with me. I mean, I'm not your judge and jury, man. Alright. So, let's zip back over to Facebook. I'm just so glad you're here. Hang on. I mean, I got so many fucking windows open, it ain't even right. Okay. So here we are. For real, dude. Now look. Here I come, I'm gonna call again. Watch. Ring, ring. Hola, Taco? Senor. There you are.
How are you, man?
Oh, I'm really good today. There's been a lot of phenomena.
I don't know how to transfer this to my computer.
There's too much reverb.
A lot of supernatural activity. We've got reverb.
Way. You just gotta hang tight on this for a minute.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm here, hon. What do you want to do? Let's do it.
Well, how long can you hang out with me tonight?
I'm good.
All right. I have a haircut in 40 minutes. And then we can get on Zoom. And we could hook up at 6:30 Central Time. That's 2 hours and 7 minutes from now.
Okay, I'm yours.
Bless your heart. And you know, this means so much because, as I'm sure you're aware of, when you know these days have been coming ever since she was little, with your first memories.
I've been standing on the road for a while for a week like that.
Yes. Well, I look forward to tonight with you. It's hard to talk now because we've got this constant reverb. I can hear me here, and I can hear you there. So.
Now, is there a better way for me to reconnect with you through your live stream than through my cell phone and connect on the computer?
I've never done that. That's a fascinating question. I'm not sure of the technology.
I'm getting a lot of reverb.
Yes. Yes. Well, let's cut this transmission, and we'll meet up. We'll meet up at 6:30.
I'll tell you what, just give me a call back on the phone. I'll go back outside. I'll get off the computer. I won't be able to type, but I can talk.
Okay, so I'm gonna call this thing again, but you'll be outside, not on this live stream here.
Roger that. So I apologize, but nobody's gonna see my smile on my.
No worries, man. Whatever you're here to contribute, we're blessed by it.
Okay, I think I just set the live stream, so I don't know if that'll work for you.
I don't hear any reverb.
Let's go.
Do you want me to take your face off of here, or are you cool?
I'm cool with whatever, it doesn't matter.
What would you like everyone to know about you, Medicine Bear? Because this is our first time meeting, and we're going to take the next half hour to just get to know each other. I think that's best. So, what would you like to share about your life with our friends?
It's up to you, hon. I tapped into the stream when I got the message from me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not exactly sure what the topic is that you're going about, what the stream is about, but
okay, all right.
Ask whatever question you need to answer, and I'll answer you honestly.
All right. Would you like to share with me what happened to you before the age of 7, where they tried to fragment you, that you survived it? And if you had any advice for people that are dealing with children that have been hurt or abused?
My situation is a little bit different than a lot of. I'm sure you're aware of John Storm and First Generation. And,
Yes, sir.
Duncan O'Penny.
Yes.
Duncan is a brother to me. He's a close friend.
Mm-hmm.
My mentor, the man who probably helped me and saved me the most, was David Corso, who's now gone.
Yes.
What happened to me is a lot different than what happened to John Storm. It's a lot different than what happened to Duncan. I was born, adopted into a family that took me specifically for my traits, being Native American and Celtic, and I was brought up, trained in black magic, ritualistic magic, for the dark arts from the age of 6.
Mm-hmm.
Trained in the Native American ways of working Bruja medicine, which I apologize if you can't hear me good. I'm outside. But,
No, I can hear you fine. It's great.
Bruja medicine is a passing term for dark magic.
Mm-hmm.
I was formally trained first and foremost in dark magic, how to use it, how to take and control and manipulate the human being, bend them to my will.
Yes.
And from there, to few more years of programming, um, breaking down the bone structure, making it stronger. All the typical MK Ultra mind control bullshit
Yeah.
that they put you through, and from there I wound up going to what was formerly known as the Phoenix Project.
Yes,
As
I'm
part
aware.
of the assassination program,
Yes.
and was an operative for the government for 20 plus years, working as an MK Delta operative. And from there, I mean, the horror stories are the typical and the same as they've always been for everybody. Everybody's heard this. Max Spears, you've heard John Storm's story,
yes.
you've heard Duncan O'Flynn story. Mine's not very much different from the types of things that I was involved in regard to that.
Well, let me ask you a question here, because you've given me so much great information to work with. Now, the first thing I want to say is when you were talking about your training and this art of manipulation. Now, my mother was a very dark woman. Her father was Addison Vernon Mitchell, who wrote, he was the managing editor for the Custer Combat here coming out of World War II Germany. And I have his journals. So I learned a lot. But my mom lived her whole life believing that her father wanted a son. And so when they offed him, silenced him in 51, the story that was always kept was that he wanted a son. But in the journals I read that he would be happy with a son or a daughter as long as they were healthy mentally and physically. Full well knowing who he was, I see what they did to my mother and my grandmother now, and it gives me great understanding to how my mother could have done the things she did to me. But here's my point. This manipulation thing, if we use it in the right way, aren't we really motivating people? I mean, are we doing something dark? I mean, even what we do now, I don't believe that this is a manipulation. I believe that this is a motivation. It brings us to greater places in my experience.
So, to add to what you just said, I'm at a place right now where that's all it's about, is taking everything that was ever done to me and using it for the good and the healing and transformation into the next level. I don't give it a good goddamn, and I'm sorry for the people that are listening to this. I don't give a shit about the old stuff they put out there for 25 years. This is about what's here and now. And I'm going to give it to you straight. And it's not nice.
I know.
And I'm not a politician. I can't do that.
Right.
And I'm internally I'm hurting. And what means the most to me is what we can do right here, right now, 2018.
Yes, sir.
Heal.
Yes.
First, we heal ourselves. Then we heal each other. We heal our families. And we heal our goddamn communities. The time is now. Yes, Rainbow Warriors, stand the fuck up. If you're listening, this is Medicine Bear Wipo. I'm telling you straight up. Stand the fuck up.
You ain't kidding, dude. You are not kidding. And, you know, like I've shared with people, if we're at a place on this planet where half of it's on fire and half of it's underwater, what the fuck do we think that we're gonna hurt any boo-boo kitty feelings for? And in the meantime, what I also gotta say to you is I believe that there is already a global wave that knows that you and I are together right now because they watch everything I do. And when the phenomena engaged me on September 1st, 2014, they asked me to journal my experience and share what I found along the way. The reason I'm not... Go ahead.
Currently to date, I mean, I've had 27 attempts on my life since I've been out.
Right.
I purposely, by my mentor, David Corso, I kept my story under wraps for a very long time. I spent a lot of time talking with Duncan.
Give me your age at that point. Give me your age at that point. When you came out from the silence.
Life chart in my mind.
Or a year. What were you doing? Tag it back to your relationships or where you were location-wise.
I've been out speaking publicly for 6 years.
6 years. So that puts
I've
it
done
in 2013.
A total of 4 interviews. That's
Okay.
it.
The reason I ask is because what I've done to survive my life is really gotten involved in the art of life charting. And when I first met Randy, that's what we spent our interview time with. And, you know, when my mom burned me with boiling water in 1970, I lost a year and a half of memory. And I always had a great memory every other way. When I began life charting, it was over a decade ago, I could remember a lot. But then as I worked through this and then with you guys' help on Facebook and all of our little secret group of what I would call musicians and artists and lovers of life and the organic world. You know what I mean? What else can you say about it? It's fucking beautiful, you know? But so much has come to me and I'm at peace with it. So I would be honored to be of service to you that way. And of course, most people are too big of fucking babies to go through the process. But I'd surely like to share it with you if you were interested. And it's a great way to journal.
I love you and I respect you. Whatever you need.
I think it's going to be fantastic.
And I apologize. I'm not having a good day. I'm really not having a good fucking day.
How does it feel to you? What do you sense?
The wolves are at the door, and God help them when they come.
That's right.
Because this bitch right here, I'm the real deal.
Yep. I told my friend works in very high security clearance over at the St. Louis International Airport. They brought him here over 20 years ago to work on the planes and shit. And I told him, look, I know this shit's freaked you out about what you've had to learn about the computer. You know, because I show my friends. I mean, they come into my home. I don't have any secrets. I never had the disconnect between my personal and professional life, and as a hairdresser, I could talk shit all day long, and people would accept me because they knew me. I mean, I've lost all my friends pretty much now. I know that you know, that you surely get that, but what does it matter in the end? Because we're spiritual family, and you know, whether it's like in your mind like a Highlander kind of a thing, or the whole thing about what they suggest I'm going through, dude, is that I am experiencing and watching what I had already done. Because you know there really is, time's a twisted concept anyhow.
Well, I'll tell you this, sister.
Okay.
And this is a result of this.
Alright.
You want it raw, you want it untainted, you want it unbridged, Go for it. Ask away any question you want to ask. As horrible and as horrific as it might be,
Him asking me this.
and I'll go
This is our
there.
first conversation.
This will be a one-time only offer.
All right, I got it. Hang on.
Be careful of the rabbit hole, you might fall in.
I ain't scared of no ghosts. So I have no fear. It's in my legacy. So if I knew I came online to be crucified, and I always knew that the computer was the devil, and then I get here and meet Mr. Computer Head, and come to find out that we are interconnected like this, considering full well that we know if we go to another one of Randy Morgan's buddies, Chris Keller, who knows that the archons cannot influence me. And people are wondering exactly who I am and what my purpose is, and there might be a religious war over this. And keeping in mind that there is an active group online that has committed profane arts of black magic against me, and I still stand. What would you say to me about that?
I stand with you. I stand in front of you. I am the thing that they fear in the dark. I'm what stands there. You want to go after my sister? You come through me first.
So then you're the guardian. Are you the guardian of the threshold, my friend?
I'm the guardian of the West Gate.
Confirmation of
Anybody
spirit.
doesn't know what I just said means? Research.
Well, you want to repeat it for him?
Do your research. I am the guardian of the West Gate.
And you know I'm in the gateway to the West, don't you?
Uh-huh.
And hey, guess what? There was a book called The Prophetic Destiny of a Nation. And when I first came online, I was referring to that in one of my early YouTubes. And they say that there was 4 places for spiritual revival in Missouri, and one of them is St. Louis, home of the MK Ultra projects. So, I think that it's time to ask Monsanto to leave our land. I think it's time for all the people that are looking for a place to come and find some edification, gather themselves into the ghetto where I'm at, and open up a can of whoop-ass if need be. But I think we can do it peaceful.
I'm in a place, and I'll be honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the next 24 months.
Okay.
I'm going to the East Coast. I'm opening up a property. I'm asking those that are willing, capable, and willing to give, come. Be a part of. Set up residence with me. We will homestead the goddamn property. And we'll build a community that is safe. And anybody that is actually willing and capable of diving in and being ridiculed, hated, mocked,
Right.
everything else that comes with it, you're welcome. I'm after your help. Build my lodge. Build my lodge. Build the community. Help grow the food. Help grow the medicine. And we will heal this planet in a good way. And if push comes to shove and they call for blood, I lay my damn life down for you. Me first, not you. Not your family, not your kin. Me. I'm here to tell the Illuminati, you loons, you sons of bitches if you're watching this, and I know that you are. See this face? Medicine Bear Wipo, I'm not hiding. I'm out in the open. Come and get some. And you will not like what you will find. Bring body bags, but I'm gonna fill those sons of bitches for you.
Medicine Bear, let me ask you something. Could my lineage be of help to you, considering the Glasscocks held the Land Patent Act of 1643?
Yes. I want you, I want your husband, I want your kids, I want you safe. I will stand in front for you. Suze, you're my sister. And I do not openly put this out there. In fact, this is the most open and honest you're going to get. And partially it's because, yes, Bear has decided to break down the berries a little bit, and I decided to go on live with you as a result of I'm not having a good day, and alcohol is not the cure. But currently, because of restrictions on me, it's the only goddamn means I have by which to manage the pain I'm currently dealing with. But I will lay down my damn life for any one of you that is willing and capable of bringing to the table honesty, love, your heart, and help me. Help me bring forward what I've been through. Help me bring forward the protection I offer.
Oh, I accept it gratefully. And I for you as well. I mean, we really are all family. I do want you to know that Randy is here. He got here.
I love you, brother. I love you, brother. And I miss you. And we need to do another interview. So, Randy, if you are listening to this in your life right now, contact me immediately.
Hey, Randy, could me, you, and Medicine Bear hang out and do it? He's here. He says, hey, bro and sis. Hey, Randy, could we hang out tonight when I get done doing hair and, like, chitty chat? He's listening right now. He says, you heard...
guys tell me at what time I'll get my phone charged up and I will be on. And we can go into whatever rabbit hole you guys want to go into as deeply as you want. I want to bring it all out. Not the bullshit. Not the crap. I want to bring it all out. And I want honesty and I want healing. I'm not about bringing up what Duncan has brought up before. I'm not about what fucking David brought up before. And I sure as fucking, well, goddamn John Storm bullshit has been brought up before. And yeah, I love the man. I love him. But John Storm is on a vendetta. And I am here to counter that. Right here, right now, 2018. No bullshit. I'll give you MK Generation 4 everything. I will put it all out. But I will put it out only to Suze B. Pratt. And I will put it out only to Randy Moggins. Together. You guys want to get into it? We do a 2-hour show. Let's do it.
Yes.
I'll dive in that son of a bitch.
Randy is...
But this is going to be a one-time only thing.
Okay, now listen. Randy confirms spirit to you and says not having a good day his own self, just tabbed one down. So, Randy, you know, is who christened me into this deal. He says, yes, he'd love to hang out with us guys, just may not be tonight. So now we need to ask him, hey, Randy, when would you like to schedule this? Because I don't know if you know it, Medicine Bear, but Randy's the emperor.
I know who Randy is. I
Right.
know more about Randy than Randy realizes I know about him.
You know what? I know more about
And I
Randy than he
love
realizes
you.
I know too.
I love the man more than he fucking knows, and
Me too.
I trust him. And
Me too.
Randy, if you're watching this and you see my face, you know goddamn good and well, I trust fucking nobody. I trust Duncan. Nobody else. Duncan.
He says, I know you know. I know you know. And
Randy.
Brother, when you're ready, you contact Suze. We will make this happen.
Hey,
We
wait.
will go live.
Wait, I want Randy to give me a date tonight, and I want to write it in my appointment book, and I want to be serious.
Goddamn right.
Right, and I'll do Randy. Okay, so I'll bring out my healing stuff, and you know this works completely vibrationally and everything, and I'll work that end, and we'll talk, and you know, I know that
It's mostly just.
I know that Randy is more eloquent with the facts, figures, and statistics, and then, but he is, and then right, and then you know I'll do my thing, and if he gives me a day and a time, we can proceed with the fun activities. And Randy, remember, it's a full moon, and they've already been poking me, telling me what a big weekend it's going to be. So I think we should do it this weekend if you can.
Don't believe it. I do not know this man.
I know some of what you're going through. Let's make it happen tomorrow.
Randy, what about tomorrow? My fine friend.
And you flipped over.
Hola, Taco. Mr. Moggins. I think he's checking his appointment book. I'm not quite sure what he's doing.
Everybody's gonna make their choice.
You know, I'll tell you what. That's been one thing that's been tough, Medicine Bear. Is like when I lost Randy, and when I say that, I just mean that he had his own thing going on, and it's been, you know, all like this, right? You know, like that. And I had to be brave enough to take my own walk and go my own way. But it sure will be nice to have a reunion. And Randy says,
Both of you, Suze, this is the first time you've been able to have me on live.
Right.
And I hope to God this goes broadcast out. I do. I have no fear.
Me neither.
I've lived with whatever is going to be the inevitable. You sons of bitches want me, come get me. But until that happens, until I take my last breath,
right, me too,
I will give everything I got to bring forth healing. That's all that matters. The MK Ultra projects and what has happened is bullshit.
Yep.
What is important is what we can pull from that here, now. How do we, those of us, like myself, who is a project baby since age 6, to use what mechanical bullshit they perpetrated to bring forth a healing. I am the threat to David Rockefeller's legacy. I am the threat to all of them. The elite, every fucking Illuminati son of a bitch out there, understand this. I'm coming. And I am not David Corso.
Which I don't know who that is, but I do want to tell you something, for real. Your friend, Dawn Ham Hart, is here, and I know you know her. And Dawn says, right, and Dawn says, awesome, this would be great, please include her. She wants to listen in. Randy says, they cannot touch us anymore. Just use their quickly evaporating black magic limp dicks. And you know what I say to them? I say fucking blow me sideways. You know?
Exactly.
Right.
And I'm like Duncan gave me gave me a window about a year ago, and he said he was going to be stepping away from the MK Ultra reality and what he was going to bring forth. He was passing the torch to me in that regard.
Right.
And the area that I want to go into in regard to MK Ultra has to do with what people like me have been through and how we can use those tools today, how we were trained, how they went to put us under the microscope.
Yep.
This is what you're good for. This is what you see your talents are. I was part of Project Talent. And how we are using those talents to take them down.
Yes.
In a good-hearted, most loving, caring way. And let me be honest with how that sounds. What that means is, in a good, loving way, David Rockefeller and his offspring and the others associated maybe have to be taken out in a blood way. And I'm sorry, folks, that's the truth. I'm sorry. I wish it could be different. I truly do. It hurts my fucking soul. But these goddamn sons of bitches gotta be removed by any means necessary. And if you're not willing and you're not capable of stepping up to that, run.
That's right.
Because I'm not backing down.
That's right.
I refuse to back down. These cocksuckers have been after me since 1996.
Right.
And I'm still here.
And you know what?
I'm stronger than ever.
1996 was the year that Courtney Brown set out to validate the existence and mass of the human soul. So you want to tag that. Now here's one more for you, because I'm a spiritual researcher and this is what I dig doing. Earlier today, I made the information public about the book that tells about the Rockefellers and how them and the state of California got together and made up a crock of shit because as long as the water looked clean, nothing else mattered. And that was back in the 30s. And the name of the book is Holy Water, Sacred Oil, The Fountain of Youth. And Norm Shealy is here in the great state of Missouri as well. So, believe it or not, Medicine Bear, one of the ways they got me to come online was Norm Shealy's secretary, Babette, told me that he wouldn't fucking talk to me until I got online. And do you know it's almost been 4 years and he still hasn't talked to me? You know he's here too. See, there's this global network, man, and it picks up, and I've been involved in seeing the technology behind the scenes. I know what's going on. I know about the two-way video communication. I mean, it is so flippin' cool. I love it. I mean, we do have that magic, and, you know, I used to be embarrassed to use that word. I prefer the word alchemy. I've been called a witch too many times to even need to discuss, but you know what Randy says is he says Dawn is his personal alchemist, and Dawn agrees with us 100%, and Dawn says you have to own your game.
Our communication has been blocked, huh?
Fighter jets. Yeah. And, you know, we have fighter jets over this residential town of Ferguson all the time. But what I was telling you Dawn said is she says you have to own your own game. So you can see how much love's in the room. Now, one of the things...
I love you guys. I love all of you guys. And I want you to know that. And I've got the doors open. I'm ready. You want the Sweat Lodge? Come to the property. I'm here.
Can you
I'll
say,
give every bit of medicine I got.
can you say where you're at? I mean, can we make that?
North Las Vegas. If you want to
Really?
look me up, rpmlmedicinelodge.org.
You know, I remember when you christened that project, you know, I mean, and brought it all for us to see. I guess in my head that might have been like 5 or 6 months ago. Is that right? Am I in the right time frame?
Yeah, 17 months ago.
Shit. Yeah, there's been so much happen. I get a little confused with the time. And like I said, we've never even had the chance to speak publicly or.
And
Yeah.
I'll put this out, and this is the only message I'm giving for the lodge.
Okay.
If you want membership for the lodge, ask. It's yours. All that it requires is a desire and a willingness and a commitment. There are no dues or fees. You don't owe me any money monthly. You owe me no money annually. What you owe me is showing up. Be a part of. And understand, you're under the microscope.
I know. Yes, I know.
And all I ask is that you come with an open heart. And every bit of medicine I've got is yours. I love you.
You know, I love you too. And I've had hints of my relocation, let's say. You know, they're still playing with me. I don't know if you know behind the scenes.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So, that is one of the places that's been mentioned. I can say that.
I don't plan on staying here for more than 24 months. And then I'm going back east to Pennsylvania.
Wasn't that by where
And
Randy is? Isn't that by Randy?
Yep. Randy is going to be my front man. I'm going to make him a water port. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm making him a water port. I love him like a brother. I respect him more than he fucking knows. And he's proven, not that he had to, but he's proven I can trust him. And that means a lot.
Yep.
For somebody in my position, trust don't come. And I love you, sister. And I trust you.
And I promise I'm very trustworthy. And my love precedes me.
Whatever you, your family needs, you call upon me first. And to the best of my ability, I will be there to do it and handle it. And I don't care what it is.
Randy wants to know, is 4 p.m. Eastern Time doable for you?
Whatever, dude. Let me know. You two get it worked out, and you contact me. Let me know when I gotta be on about 24 hours beforehand. If I need to sleep, I'll sleep.
Well,
if I need to eat, I'll eat. If I need to be awake, I'll be awake.
This is your 23-hour warning, because it's 5 o'clock St. Louis time. Is Nevada and St. Louis in the same time thing?
I don't think so, but it doesn't matter. You just tell me what time, my time in Nevada time, and I'll be there.
Randy, what time is Medicines Bear in Nevada if you're 4 p.m. Eastern? Dawn says, so that is 2 p.m. your time.
Done.
That means this is a 22-hour warning.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, and it's 4 o'clock for me. Now, Randy, are we using your Zoom or my Zoom, or are you and I going to talk later, or what's going on? Or do we do this all telepathically? They may as well know the truth, right? I've been telling them. They just look at me like, okay. Randy hasn't said anything, so I think
Dude,
that, go ahead. Go ahead. Dude.
I know you've been, Brady, I know you've been sick. I know you've been ill. I'm here. I'm here. I'm sorry. You guys normally won't see
Hey,
me breaking down.
never be sorry for shedding an honest tear. I'm serious. And Dawn wants you to know it's 1 o'clock your time, not 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. And Randy is going to host this.
I'll be there. I will be there.
Let me get you right there. Me too. And it's still 3 o'clock my time, Randy. You're 1 hour ahead of me, right?
We're in the same time zone, Suze.
Well, if he wants 4 o'clock, why is it 1 o'clock our time? That's 3 hours difference. And you're not on the West Coast, are you? They got me tripping on this time thing, but you and I are on Messenger, and we'll get this all legal straight. And I'll bring all my healing stuff, and I'll pull out my records and my grandpa's stuff, and you'll get your stuff, and I will do my best to timeline it as we do our show tomorrow too. We'll just be free fall, you know, be very creative.
Works for me.
All right. Well, God bless you, Medicine Bear.
I gotta sign off. I got things to take care of around the house.
Well, here again, I'm honored and blessed, and I love you, and thank you.
I love you too.
All right. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
All right, guys. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.
Wow. What a blessing that just was. And it all started out with this great share. So, you know, it was interesting when I was looking through this with Medicine Bear, and we knew this. The majority of it is directly out of the United States, and I'm really sorry that people are dealing with this, but it does confirm spirit about what I said several days ago that made me sick. So, you know I'm a hairdresser, and the market's being flooded with Caucasian hair weave. It generally comes from the Indian women. They give it as their tithing at the temple. They have free raw product, and they traditionally have sold it to the Oriental people, and that way you set up, you know, as many opportunities to make money as possible, because predominantly ethnic people were either wholesaling that hair, you know, buying it wholesale to use in the salon, or people coming in off the streets to get it for themselves. But I'll tell you what, when I saw my own daughter, who is trapped in this very problem, okay, so I have a very strong interest in all these things. She's wearing Caucasian weave in her Caucasian head, and I want to turn her over her Caucasian ass and spank her. But she's got a really hard ass, and it used to make this vein pop up on my hands. So I never did spank my kids, but I'll tell you what I did. And I'm serious as a heart attack. I'd go up behind her, right? And I'd grab that ass, and it was big round booty, right? And I'd pinch it. And that's when Dopey the Turnip told me I was abusive, and that I did better behind the chair at the Hair Emporium than being a mother. So, I think a few fucking kids need to go to their room. I think there needs to be a few spankings handed out. And I think we need to wrap this up and bring it home. And I'm just so honored to be with you guys as we do it. So, This is what I shared earlier, and I'll just go ahead and roll it while you're here. So we've got people here. Here again, we have Haiti, India, and you can see how far down I have to go down the list. Lord have mercy. To Chad, Mali, and Mauritania. Of course, Randy and I knew about the stuff out of the UK. And there's that one. Thailand, Guam, India, Nigeria, which are the pictures I showed, Italy, Taiwan, and Canada. And of course, many of us that are involved in this movement know about the indigenous suffering out of Canada, which tags back to Kevin Annette, and around we go like nobody's business. But, you know, Randy, what I did today was I pulled up somehow in my files all of those pictures from Nigeria and, you know, our Chicago connection. So, if you want to backtrack to the beginning of this video, it is there. I did make sure to get that before we clicked out into something else. But anybody that, you know, it's really an exciting thing to get to this place, isn't it? It's not fiction. It never was. Just like we're real organic people. This bullshit that we're no more than a hologram or a ghost in a machine that can blow me sideways. And I got one more thing to say, just to go out on a good note. Do you know all the Dilberts wanted to know if, okay, so they're telling you, this is his screen test. You know who I'm talking about. But there's no damn strings on the guitar. Look at this shit. And what I say, you know, they're all finding excuses for why he doesn't have a guitar with strings. I'm like, this is the #1 international man of mystery, just fucking shit up. This is not how he did his screen test. But, you know what? All I know, too, is Susie Quattro, Chris Norman, all of them. Everybody plays Rock Band. Everybody wins. And if there's not a more heartfelt, intelligent, ass-kicking, technology-knowing group other than these guys, well, I know this is #1. And I know how this team rolls. So, with that, once again, namaste. I love you guys. It's all been worth it, man. Thank you so much, because you know it's 1 week until we hit that September 1st landmark, and sure as shit, I want a lot of phenomena for my 4-year celebration on this fucking internet. Alright. I'm out, man. Peace, love, and light from the Big Yellow House.